out of St. Martin's, Marigot Bay, and we kind of went a little bit north and then east to go around the north side of the island. And it got a little rough later in the day. There were these other sailboats kind of crisscrossing, coming real close. We kind of had to change our heading, which put us off a little.
Oh, that's right. We were dueling with some catamarans.
Yeah. So, but we did all right. We got to where we needed to go, and then we went on over to St. Bart's. Okay, we are leaving St. Martin, the French side, Marigot Bay. Kind of filled up. It's bright and sunny over here. Still this side. Okay, you want to ring your bell?
Good anchorage. Town. We'll come back again at some point.
This is the other side of St. Martin, French side. A little bit of a town, a little bit of a beach. So we met up with another boater that we were kind of buddy boating with in a way. And we both went over to St. Bart's, and we both started off at one anchorage. There were two of them. I don't remember the names of them, but the one anchorage is like a reserve, and you could have limited triangular space that you could be in. And the more popular one was really rocky and rolly. But our friends decided to go over to the popular one because they were going to check in, and that's where you do have to go. They were checking in to stay there for a few days, and we stayed in the calmer one, and we got sleep. I guess they didn't, but it was an actually nice anchorage in the one that has the reserve with hardly any anchor spots. So this is St. Bart's in Anchorage. Hopefully it's less rolly than what people mentioned. And it's Anse Colombier. We are leaving St. Bart's. It rained a little last night. They're saying it's a rocky rolly. It wasn't that bad at all. We slept.
No, not this part.
Apparently the other side is really rolly and really crowded. It's easier. It's not necessarily easier to anchor, but you don't have to follow any rules over there. Here you do. Do you want to do your bell?
Oh yeah. We snuck in here. It's really.
I guess you really.
We're supposed to have insurance for
No, I think.
removal, they call it, or something like that. So I guess if your anchor drags or something and puts you on shore, your insurance has to cover removing you right away.
It's a marine park.
It's a marine park.
But that's if you're on the mooring balls. So, huh? We were in the anchor. It's a small anchorage.
Yeah, there was a small place where you could actually anchor.
And we were the only
rest was
ones.
marked off as no anchor, and we were right in a good little spot, good holding. No swell coming in.
And this was Ants. So this was Ants, A-N-S-E, Colombier. I don't know how you say it.
C-O-L-O-M.
Colombier. Colombier. Something. So after that, we headed down to St. Kitts and Nevis, and I think that's what. Yeah, I think that was the next one. But we kind of passed by St. Kitts because we were told that wasn't the best anchorage. It was really rocky and rolly, And when we were going by there, there was this log thing. I didn't get a picture or anything. Just almost like a tree stump sticking up in the water.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Not sideways tree.
It was like up and down, and maybe it wasn't. We don't know what it
Thank goodness
was.
I was at the wheel and
Saw it because
and lookout. You know, I had an active lookout, even though I should have been able to autopilot that area and have a little lookout, but it would have put a dent in the boat.
we were pretty close to it. So, well, we bypassed St. Kitts and went over to Nevis, and I think that's how you say it. It's Nevis, Nevis, whatever. But I hear some people say Nevis. So we anchored there for a couple of days, and it was a calm anchorage. We did not get out because we were in a hurry to get down to Grenada before hurricane season, because that's what the insurance wants.
Yeah,
And-
basically we're just Q flagging it all the way down at this point.
And the Q flag is the yellow flag, quarantine flag.
Yeah.
Rainbow. We are just sailing. No motor. Use the motor for the generator. Fuel for the generator. Something rather good. So that is St. Eustatius. We sailed past that. And on the other side is St. Kitts. By it. We're getting splashes. So this is closed so you can't see it. But there it is. This is our anchorage at Nevis. Maybe it's Nevis. But Nevis actually sounds better. And there's this mountain volcano, and it's starting to rain, which is good because we took on a lot of salt spray. It's coming back.
Going back. I can't stay up here much longer.
There it is. Got it. It is raining. We are leaving Nevis. There's not much wind today. Charlestown area. And that area over there is St. Kitts. Okay.
Was a very calm. Basically, the only rock and roll we had is when boats or some of the boats went by. But we didn't sign in and go in or anything. We just yellow flagged it. Next time we'll come up. It looks like a good place to stop and things to do. So we'll give it a good one. We'll be back.
So we then headed down to Montserrat, and we had heard there are some great things about this place, and other people have heard weird things, but it was a place that, again, we didn't stop at, but we did anchor. And the Port Authority prefers if you call them and let them know that you're anchoring, even and not going ashore. So that's what we did,
And they were good about it.
yeah,
They just said, enjoy your stay on your boat.
yeah, that's basically what
easy to work with.
most of the time we were doing, is just anchoring and sleeping and leaving. This is a little island that's actually part of Antigua and Barbuda. And it's way out here by Montserrat. And the water's a bit on the rough side. This is Montserrat. It's an inactive volcano. We're gonna see if anchoring is any good or not. Okay, we are at Montserrat. Just overnight. Looks like they're doing construction. We won't hear it because we'll be gone before they get started. We did call in to the port to tell them we were staying and not getting off, just so that they were aware. We're just about ready to leave Montserrat. And this shows up, so we've got a little bit of delay. Really raining hard just about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Just have to wait a little bit longer and then we're off. Okay, we are leaving Montserrat and it's raining again. Bell?
Yeah. So this was we get out of the big stuff, but it was rocky rolly, so we'll just give it a
half of one.
No, just a one double. It might be, who knows? It doesn't look like an exciting place to visit, but people seem to love it.
So there's a town on this side, the east side of Montserrat. We then headed down to Guadalupe, and that's supposed to be one of the favorites. And we were there for I think 3 days, and we anchored, and we planned to go into shore to go check out a few things and enjoy our stay, but the day that we were going to do it, so we got there on one afternoon and we didn't want to just go for a couple of hours. The next day we had all day available, said we'll go that day, but there were like 25-30 mile an hour winds, so we chose not to put the dinghy down, because if you do, as soon as you untie it, it swings back and forth and stresses the tower.
Yeah.
So we chose not to, and then the next day we left and went on to, to leave to go to the next place.
So we're going from Montserrat, the active volcano, and to Guadalupe. And we're actually sailing, sort of. We're motor sailing. Mostly because, one, we have to make up some time that we lost waiting for a thunderstorm to pass over the island this morning, and then it was slow getting around. We had to motor into the waves and get around the island to get on our line. And now some of these rollers coming in are pretty big and they slow you right down, so we just have a little bit of the motor on to push us through the big rollers so we can keep the speed up.
So this is our most beautiful sail since we got to the Caribbean. We are going from Montserrat to Guadeloupe. We got it at just the right angle and we're sailing. Approach to Guadeloupe. We keep getting hit with little rain showers. We are anchored at Guadeloupe. This is the anchorage. It rained on our way in, like downpoured. Putting up the Q flag.
So while we were there, I redid the Neco autopilot, sort of. Bought a device from Yacht Devices.
Or Yacht Services?
Yacht Devices. That's just a small little box that has both a computer and a control head all in one. I can tie into the old Neco motor, which is a really beefy motor, chain driven to the original drive of the boat. And at first I wired it up to use the original relays for the motor, and then did some more reading and decided that I could bypass those relays. So I rewired it, at least the motor part, once again, but I left the wires available to hitch the relays back up again. And then I got that all done, but I can't really test it because I have to program it, and come to find out I have to get the Yacht Devices interface for NEMA 2000 to USB for the computer so I can program the control head. So we're waiting on that, and we will order it down the line somewhere where we can get it to us. Our old Neco autopilot. This is the drive motor that drives the chain. Neco, you've seen past videos if you watched them. Me repairing that a whole bunch of times. And so what we're doing now is I found an affordable head and controller all in one, NEMA 2000. And I can tie it in using the B&G controllers or the B&G pad, autopilot pad. And I'm going to put this in as, one, a backup, and two, I think it will perform better in high seas than the B&G does. It keeps cutting out on me, the B&G. So I found this device from Yacht Devices, and I have a manual there for it. And then over here, which one was I on? Oh, over here I have instructions on how to alter what you need to tie in, to take the old Neco controller out and use the motor to control it with a different head, etc. So the first things we're doing is removing these first two cables here from, let's see if I can get up in there, removing this cable and this cable. This is an 8-wire cable, this is a 3-wire cable, and we're removing it from this block right here. So right now I'm just unscrewing them and pulling them out. And then we'll be running different cables. We'll be
plugging up these holes and then running some different cables in to control from the controller. Alright, so be careful, I got the AC on here. Where'd that baby go? Right here. Right there, see that? That's a relay. And that's actually going to fit right in here underneath the cover. And so what I did is with this is I soldered it in, put it in, it's the relay to do the clutch. And then I used the two wires that were originally on the relay. Right now they're back over in there where the control unit's going to be. I just cut it from, I'll show you in a second here. So I just soldered those on the relay too. We'll bring those, just use the old wires. And what we did is we cut them out of the old Neco here. Here's the wire right there, and the other box is going right here. So we'll clip those, and we'll be able to put some ends on those and control it right from the controller. Alright, so I needed to see if I can come up here. I needed to pretty much take everything apart up here. I needed to take the this electric board off so I can get into here. I needed to take this board off, so most of the wires go in the back, and I need to get these two wires into here after I take some of the other ones off, because I took the rudder position potentiometer and these stop what do you call them there? These stop switches. These wires here go through the stop switches and then to the relays, and I need them to go directly over to the other unit for the relays, and they'll come into this switch here. So I have to remove all these, anything except yellow and black here. I'm going to get all that out of there and then connect these up to this connector pile right there. And then we got to run these wires here. We'll do the same thing with this cable, because I need two wires to go back, four wires. I need four wires to go back to the new control unit. And so we'll just do the same thing that we did on this one. We'll just use two wires, four wires. We'll just use however many we need, and cut them from the other end so they'll be right where the control unit's going. Stifling hot and muggy. We're not turning the AC on yet though. So as I was going along here, I realized major change in this. The box that I got doesn't need the relays and all of this mess in here. Doesn't need it. All it needed, I did need to alter the clutch. That I've got connected and ready to go. But here's that little baby. This little control box has the motor controls. It goes directly to the motor from from DC in here, and it's 20 amp DC out to go to that motor. So, and it reverses it interior with the electronics. So you don't need all those relays and stuff. So now we're coming over here, and right here is the these two connectors right here go to the motor, right to the motor. So I'm just going to wire, these guys right here into there, and then we'll run the wire back to that side over there and connect her up over there. All this work for nothing.
I could hear all the tree frogs or whatever they are. We are about to leave Guadalupe. It's 6 in the morning, not even 6. We want to say thank you to all of our viewers who have subscribed and commented. We appreciate your support and feedback. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps us build our channel up so we can keep bringing you more videos.